Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Rapid Subconscious Reprogramming Community. Today, I want to talk about creating a webinar/training to help you build authority and trust. So what do I mean with this, right? When we're building our business, we need to be able to, one second, sorry, here we go. We need to be able to get people to know us, get people interested in what we're doing, create some type of connection with people. So we need to accelerate the authority, the trust in us through some different tools that are there. And today I want to talk about creating a webinar or a training. Why do we normally do that? First of all, the important thing about creating a webinar training is to help people. There's a lot of people out there that are not going to be able to, pay for money off, be able to afford whatever you're doing. So by offering a free training, you're being able to help others out there. And on the other hand, also, as I was saying, is going to help you build trust and authority. And how does that look like, right? When somebody is listening to you talking about a specific topic, whatever it is that you're doing in any aspect, whether it is you work on helping people in relationships, you are in affiliate marketing and helping people make money, whether it is you are a life coach helping people in career changes, in, speaking in front of others, whatever it is that you're doing, the idea is for people to listen to what you're doing, to offer them a different view of what most people are doing out there, because the important thing is to, why would they work with you and not with somebody else? So we're trying to stand out. And one of the ways is by offering these free trainings to stand out, to say, like the other day, I launched a training around overcoming anxiety and depression, right? And dealing with stress. So I did a training specifically on that. And now I'm putting that there on my platforms, even doing ads to a landing page to get more people interested in that. And what do I do? So I'm going to share with you how would that training look like, webinar look like, to help you start building a community, building some followers, and nurturing people to be interested in maybe buying whatever you gotta offer. So I've been doing webinars. One of the main things that I use to get people interested to work with me is webinars. So far, I was talking to a guy the other day, I was telling him that, these webinars that I've been doing have made me, I don't know, between $200,000 and $250,000. Not in 1 month, not in a year. I'm talking in the period that I've been doing webinars to get people to know me, to build that trust, that authority through the webinar. So I want to share a little bit more. How does that look like so that you can start that? And a lot of people might not feel comfortable with this. A lot of people might try other ways, and you can try whatever you want. But normally, if you're not willing to put a webinar together, it's going to be very difficult to make sales, because doing the webinar is not so much about the webinar itself, but by you exposing yourself. And most people struggle in exposing themselves in front of others, so they don't end up doing what they need to do. So going back to how the webinar needs to look like. The first thing in the webinar, it has to have a catchy title, something that's going to catch somebody's eyes to be interested in looking through it. So in my case, it was overcoming anxiety and depression for good, something like that, right? So for good, it's like, oh, a lot of people out there think that they're going to have to deal with that for the rest of their life. So I'm just throwing something at them that my resident be like, oh yeah, I want to get over with this. And then the other thing that I put in there is like, why is it that most of the things you've tried haven't worked for you? So I bring some contracts there of, hey, I'm going to help you with this, but also I'm going to tell you why this is not working. A lot of people out there are trying different things, and a lot are not being able to get results. So I'm going to teach them a different way on how to overcome anxiety and depression. So I start with a hook, a catchy title that people are going to get interested. Then I'm going to go into explaining very short what the webinar training is going to be about. So I'm going to share tools and insight to help them understand how the mind works, to be able to start dealing with the anxiety and the depression, to finally overcome it. So again, I'm telling them about the promise, quote unquote, that they're going to get through watching this seminar. It doesn't mean that they're going to overcome it in one day, in 1 hour. No, I'm not saying that. But if they start applying these things, it's going to help them overcome their struggle. Okay. So after I do that, I have a catchy hook, a catchy title. I have a promise, something that they're going to be able to benefit if they stick around and see that training. Then I'm going to tell them about my story, how I struggle with anxiety, with depression, how I was thinking about taking my life many years ago, and how I now living my dream life. So the transformation I have gone through. So I'm going to show them that. Why? Because when you show them that, they're going to feel connected with you, that, oh, I'm struggling, and look where he is now. It might not be exactly where I'm at, where they want to be, but at least it's going to be different from the dark place they're in. So, okay, here, look where I'm at now. So I show them my transformation, applying these tools, and I talk to them about how applying these tools has helped me overcome depression, deal with anxiety, and be able to start creating the life that I wanted. Next, you're going to put in there some testimonials that are going to show the transformation some of your clients have gone through. So some people tell me that I'm working with, right? They tell me, but Tommy, I don't have testimonials right now. I don't have these type of testimonials. Okay, get out there and get them. Get those testimonials that show transformations. And it doesn't need to be a huge, big transformation. It can be like aha moments. You know, like a woman wrote in a testimonial that I use, right? That one session with me was worth 10 years of regular therapy. That is great, because it means, like, look how powerful this work is. Another one that said, along working with Tommy, I was able to finally overcome my depression and start living a different life that I had been struggling for so long. So boom, another transformation. So you start getting those testimonials. If you don't have them, get on there and start getting them, right? How to get them, it's another way. I've explained that in other videos. I do other videos around that, don't worry. But at least is start getting these transformational, aha moments, testimonials, so you can showcase them in this training. So you're going to say, these people, this person over here applying these tools was able to transform their life like this. So the same tools I'm sharing with this person, I'm going to share them here today. So you're telling them that if they apply these tools, they can start experiencing some type of transformation. So again, title, what you're going to give them, a little bit more in-depth, but short intro on what they're going to get in this training, your story, other people's stories, transformation, and then boom, you're going to turn into giving good value. And this is something I've spoken so many times. I'm going to say very brief over here again. Give good value. If you want people to stick around, if you want people to be interested in what you're doing, give them the good stuff. Don't give them crappy stuff, because crappy stuff, they're not gonna, feel really this need of contacting you, of wanting more from you. They're gonna be like, oh, I heard this everywhere else. No, we don't want that. We really want them to be like, whoa, I've never heard this. Whoa, I never seen this like this. Oh, I never tried this before. So give them the good stuff. It doesn't mean that if you give them the good stuff, they're not going to work with you, because a lot of people doing whatever work by themselves find it very hard. So they want somebody to guide them through whatever process is to help them get results faster, feel better, start making sales if they're building a business, if it's, relationships, reduce the struggle with their partners, or reduce the struggle with other people, with communications, whatever it is. You're going to help them start feeling a bit better, feel a shift, a transformation inside of them, even if it's a small one, with that short training. Okay, so you're going to give them good value, good insight, and some tools that are effective, that are good. Don't be scared about giving them the good stuff, because the people that are looking for somebody to work with, if you give them the good stuff, are going to take a step forward, they're going to work with you. The people that are going to take your good stuff and never come back are the typical freebie seeker, and it's okay, because we're all there. When you go on YouTube and you watch videos about how to do something, that is a freebie seeker. A lot of people tell me that they hate the freebie seekers, but they're doing the same thing. So forget about the freebie seekers, the people are just looking for stuff, because you know what? I don't mind having freebie seekers taking my stuff because I know that they wouldn't be able to afford anything. So at least they're getting some help. And if you go on YouTube, if you go on different platforms, you're going to find everything there. It might not be sequential, the steps that you got to follow, step by step, detailed explanation, but you're going to find everything. So why would they trust you and want to work with you if you're not giving them the good stuff for them to be like, hey, I want to talk to this guy more. I want to work with this guy. So give them good value. How long should all of this last for? I would recommend between half an hour to 40 minutes so that you can build trust, authority, show them that you know what you're talking about, show them that you're different to what most people are doing out there. And then you're going to have a call to action at the end. My call to action is to get them on a free guidance call. And what I do towards the end of the training is I deal with the objection that the person might have. The typical objection that people have with this type of work is that I'm like, they don't deserve my time. It's like they feel deep down, even they're not aware of, that, you know, I don't want to bother this guy. Oh, this guy seems that they know they're doing. He might have a lot of clients. Look at the transformation he's getting. You know, this guy might charge a lot, you know, might be very busy. I don't want to bother. And the truth is, a lot of people are scared of asking for help. A lot of people are scared of taking the first step. So what I say towards the end of the training is, you are worth my time. I was struggling for many years and I would have loved to have somebody to guide me through this, to help me through this. I'm that guy for you. I want to do that for you. This is my mission. So please, please, please book a call. Let me help you. Let me see where you are, your unique, you know, circumstances, your unique struggles, and let me create a blueprint on how to start moving in the specific area of your life, business, whatever that you're struggling with. So I do that. So I deal with an objection even before they say anything, because I know they might be thinking about this. They don't want to bother. They don't want to be a pest, whatever. I'm not worth their time. And yes, they are. So I tell them that, and I get people on a call. And what is the idea of the call? I've done videos about this. I'm going to do it very short, is to see where they are, help them, give them even more good stuff. And if they are interested in working with somebody, maybe they'll take this first step to saying, hey, Tommy, how do I do to get more of this? How do I work with you? Tell me, do you have a program? Do you have anything that you can help me with this? Boom. Now, suddenly, some of the people you get on calls are going to be interested in learning more about this and wanted to work with you. If you go on a call wanting to make a sale, you are already coming with the wrong mindset and you're going to screw up that call, because the person is going to realize that there is some type of desperation. The idea of the call is to help the person. And if they walk away with this, not interested, you know, working with you, they never ask, it's okay. I just hung up a call with somebody that I gave her great value. She was really happy. She was taking notes. And at the end, she was like, thank you very much, Tommy. I really appreciate what you do. I love what you do. Thank you. See you around. And she left without even asking about working with me. And it's okay, because like that person, I have others that say, Tommy, I want to work with you. How do we, you know, get this moving forward? I really need help. I want somebody to help me. You're looking for those people, but you're going to need to talk to a lot of people, get on a call with people, and then just filter who might have interest in working with you, might be able to afford you, and who might not. But it's going to happen that you're going to have people, they're going to jump on a call and are not going to be able to pay, and not going to be able to afford it, or are not willing to invest. And that's okay, because I'm helping them, I'm focusing on them on the call, but I also focus on all the people that might be interested. And that's where I start making sales. So again, creating a webinar helps accelerate the process of authority and trust, because people connect with you. They learn about my life, about my struggles, how I struggled, how I was in a very dark place, how I had a failed marriage, how I had several failed businesses, how I, left the country to live a better life and I still struggled, how I tried many things and nothing seemed to work. till I started really going within into my mind to deal with my unresolved issues, and how putting into practice these same tools that I'm going to share here in this training, that's what I tell them, can help you start changing your life. So when you do that, you get them more interested. So they connect with you. They see that, whoa, these tools help this guy. It helped these other guys. I'm going to stick around and learn about these tools. I want to learn more about what this guy is saying. Whoa, what he said really resonated with me. I want to know more. Let's book a call. On a call, they might be interested in working with me. That's how the process works, right? Because here, having an email, list, or Facebook where you're nurturing the people in there, the webinar, the training is the fastest way to nurture, to get them interested in wanting to work with you if they're looking for somebody to work with. Because there's a lot of people out there that are just going to consume your stuff and are never going to work with you. And you got to be okay with that. If you want to be able to make sales, you got to be okay with people not wanting to pay you money, with people consuming your stuff and walking away. If you're not okay with that, that is going to get in the way of the people that are looking for you, because it's going to sound desperate. When you're going to call, whether the person is interested or not, and you sound a bit desperate, whether you realize or not, if you're coming from a place of desperate, the person is going to feel some type of energy like pushing back, and they're going to walk away. And that happens to most people. I have worked with a lot of people out there, lots of coaches, affiliate marketers that were not being able to make sales. And it had to do with their mindset, where they were coming from. And they were not even aware of it. So if you don't deal with your mindset, all of this might not work for you because of the energy you're putting into. If you're going to a webinar just to make money, if you're going to a call just to make money, you're in the wrong place. You got to be able to do all of this for free, being okay if nobody buys from you. Because the more you are detached from that, the more people are going to feel your authenticity and are going to be willing to invest more time, energy, and even money in you. So I hope that makes sense. Let me know what you think here in the comments. If you're watching live, hashtag live. If you're watching replay, hashtag replay. I'm doing all of this to help people grow their business for free. But if, of course, there are people out there that are struggling, are trying many different things, going from course to course, program through program, not being able to find the missing piece, I want to tell them that the missing piece is mindset. If they don't deal with their mindset, they're not going to grow their business. And this is what happens to 80 to 90% of people out there that are struggling with their business, or quitting and starting another business, or going from one program to another and spending thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of different programs to get their business going. But actually, if the program you're in is not really dealing with the root cause, with the mindset, and not all this positivity crap, you will not make your business grow. Sorry, I'm being harsh, but it is the truth. You need to really dig deeper into the mind to understand what's going on in there. So again, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this new episode of Rapid Subconscious Preparing Community, building a webinar, a training to start sharing with people. The good thing, if you have a, be able to create a mailing list where you start saying, hey, if you want this training, send me your email and send it there. What you're doing is you're getting their email addresses. So if in the future the person disappears from Facebook, you have their email address. If you're creating a new training, you can send them an email afterwards. So now you can start sending more emails out to nurture those people, to remind them, because a lot of people forget to see the training. They get the training and then they forget. So we can constantly be sending emails every 2 days, every 3 days as a nurturing thing. And eventually they might jump into wanting to work with you. I hope that makes sense. Thank you very much again, and we'll stay in touch. Take care. Bye.